What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. As you can see, I have two radios in front of me, and I just kind of wanted to touch on these two radios for a little bit here. I have had both these radios now for a little bit of time, and I was just waiting to get some more experience with the Radiolink here, the one you see on your left, before I kind of was able to make up my mind. So both of these radios you will find are very budget friendly. The Radiolink comes in at $80 for a 6-channel, and this one here is the 4-channel, and this one comes in at $59.99. And the one on the right is the Flysky, which comes in at $69.99. So the prices are all very close, and they're very close in specs as well. You can get the Radiolink in a 6-channel. As you can see, this is just a 4-channel radio, but they do offer it in a 6-channel. The Flysky is a 6-channel as they advertise, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure if there's 6 channels of usage on this radio, because this goes up to 4. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so the dials are 5 and 6. Okay, so that's what you're not seeing on the 4-channel. Over here, those extra dials, I forgot about that. But they're the same there in the specs. So 6 channels, and they're very close in price. So I kind of just wanted to touch on a couple of things that I have found with these two radios. So they both offer very similar specs. I would say that the Radiolink, I know they advertise the distance. That's something they like to put out there, and it is very fast in that of like higher end radios. I don't know a whole lot about the in-depth specs of speeds and radios, but they're definitely going to be better than your RTR radios. And at the price, I mean, you just really can't go wrong. I did receive the Radiolink for free. They reached out to me, wanted me to test out their new V2 radio. I was a little hesitant at first with the cheaper radios. I did a little research and decided, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's get it on the channel, because I know a lot of people like more budget-oriented radios, or just budget-oriented stuff in general. So now that I've had time with it, used it, I would say I would spend my own money on it if I was in the market and the Flysky didn't exist. That's what I would have to say. So I think in the end it is going to come down to a preference, and that's where the Flysky, me personally, it fits my hand better. And for what I do in RC, right, I mostly crawl and bash. It is small and compact, and the antenna flips down. That is one thing that I just dislike on the Radiolink. The radio part is comfortable, it's balanced well in the hand, but this antenna on the top and the bulkiness is kind of the drawback for me. There's nothing wrong with the radio. The screen, the menu, all that stuff, I really do enjoy it. But honestly, the only thing is just the design of the antenna and the top of it here. I mean that is it. Other than that, like, the menu's really easy. The Flysky menu is super easy, but I might have to say that the functionality will come down to the Radiolink. I like the way the screen works. You just hold these 2 buttons and you can navigate through it so easy. I do not know, like, I have a DX5 Rugged, and honestly, I'd rather use these 2 radios menus. They're just way better. I don't understand why they designed the menus the way they did in those ones, where these cheap radios, I mean, you hold 2 buttons and you have some nice buttons to hit and go through. And same on this one, you just use this little dial. It's responsive. It's like just super easy to use, both of these radios. So, I really like the radios in that aspect. But me personally, if I had to choose one or the other, I'm going to go with the Flysky. I think for crawling and bashing, it's a better radio, just because it's smaller and compact, and we don't really need that many functions, me personally anyway, in those. I can run a winch, lights, it's pretty simple. Maybe if you're doing speed runs or drifting, you might want to go with the Flysky. I mean, with the Radiolink rather, they do sell like a piece, so you can mount a screen on here. Actually, I think that's what this hole is for right here. You can screw a thing on there. So, maybe it depends what you're doing, but I do not think you could go wrong with, picking up either one of these radios. If you're on a budget and you just need an extra radio, or you have a lot of rigs and you want to upgrade, the receivers are nice and cheap. Like, you can get them on Amazon right now, get them in 2 days, and you could, mount up, I think, 10 on each of these radios. I know they're very similar in the amount of models you can hook up to them, so I think that's more than enough. So if you want to upgrade your fleet and, run one radio for all your rigs, both of these radios are great choices, as the receivers are cheap and the buying process is super easy. You just put it close on the Radiolink and you turn it on. The Flysky I have not had to do because it was already bound, but I'm sure it's simple, so I can't really speak to that. But I know the Radiolink one, super simple to bind, no bind plug or anything. It's all integrated right on the little receiver, and they're a good value. So if you're looking to upgrade all of your rigs, I mean, these would probably be the two that I would be looking at if you had multiple rigs. If you're not a racer, you can go with these cheaper radios. If you're not worried about having the fastest stuff, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the speeds that they offer are good enough. Me, I don't race, so this is just from my bashing crawling experience. But these two would definitely be good for that, and you couldn't go wrong. So definitely at the end of the day, like I said, my preference is the Flysky for the size and the compactness. But both great radios, can't go wrong with either one. So hope that helps you kind of decide between the two, or decide between, even picking any of these up if you're looking at more expensive radios or anything like that. But I really appreciate you guys listening to my thoughts here, and I will catch you guys in the next video.